family issue.
Yeah, I just quickly shoot off and that's really, really bad, isn't it? But then no one's on yet. So
Yeah, that's alright. Yeah.
that'll be alright. Oh no, it's terrible. Look at that light. Oh, just gotta be perfect, isn't it?
Oh, God. Well, from us two, I don't think so.
No, good point. In fact, yeah, if it hides me better, that's quite cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you got a halo.
It does really, doesn't it? I don't think we're going to get anybody because we're late.
No. Right.
People have got things to do,
True.
so we won't get anybody here because we're like a whole
Yeah,
hour
right.
late.
You'd say that.
Oh, Darren Tom. Oh crap! Hello.
Yeah, sorry we're late.
Oh, no. Okay, there's me saying we ain't going to get anybody. We're like an hour late.
Yeah, we're a bit. Sort some stuff.
I had to, hello everybody. I had to quickly shoot off and find my daughter. If you're watching this,
She's in the pub.
she wasn't in the pub. She was actually quite good. But there we go. So today is our last round
Yep,
of our Codex Wars, where we put each Codex against the other. There's no war gear. You earn that as you score victory points.
Yeah.
So I've got Tyranids, and this is the first time ever I have fielded them with no biomorphs. So I'm completely kind of naked as a Tyranid.
Oh,
I'm not gaming naked.
thank God for that.
No.
And I've got salamanders.
And you've got salamanders representing the Ultramarine Codex. Evening. So we've set up. I've done my rolls on the table. Annoyingly, I didn't get anybody delayed.
Yay!
But quite a lot of the Space Marine squads do fear me. So anything that causes fear, like warriors, what the hell? Oh, that's what Mrs. texted me. Warriors, lictors will actually, because they cause fear, they will cause terror, but he also fears all my hormones.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, but that's fine because you're Space Marines. So, so what we'll have to do is, as I charge you, if I outnumber you, well, it doesn't matter. You'll have to take a fear test. Oh, right. You have to take a leadership test to charge me, and if you fail that, you can't charge, but you're not broken. If I charge you and I outnumber you, you have to take a fear test, and if you fail that, you're broken. Because you're shaken, I think your weapon skills reduced by 1 or something. Oh, and I should that's his Terminators as well.
Yes.
I forgot about them. I forgot they got it. Jason's got 5 Terminators with Thunderhammer and Storm Shield, so he's going after me Carnifexes. That is going to be a right rumble.
I'm going to go after anything bigger than me. That's your warriors, your
all the monsters.
Yeah,
all the monsters.
Much, yeah.
The only saving grace is if I do survive the initial round of combat, I can actually push you to one side and march through the lines.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're fighting someone else, say I've got 2 squads fighting you, so if you've got Homewalks or 100 Terminators, my warriors can charge another unit, or just move out of combat.
Well, hopefully you won't be there. You'll be dead.
I will be dead. I'm going to have to really mute my phone, aren't I? Because it keeps pinging. Yeah. I don't know if that's going to come up on the... But I can't, we're live now.
Yeah, that's true, so you can't do it. No.
Tell Mum to stop texting me. So there you go. So that's what we're doing. So I've got no biomorphs because I've not earned any victory points.
Nope.
Jason's got no war gear because he's not earning any victory points.
No.
Until the next time these armies fight. It's going to be great.
I have taken a psychic.
I've got 2. So well, I took a chance. I keep thinking it's my phone. Yeah, sorry, mate. It's because I had to leave my phone on loud in case the missus needed to phone me to pick me door up. And I forgot to mute it, so it keeps pinging all the time now, so I do apologise. So I paid the points for Psychic Screen. And if you didn't have a Psyker, that'd be a waste of 15 points.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it means now I can let that go. I think it's 2 Power Force cards. And if you fail your leadership, you just...
Well, the librarian does all...
Yeah, just your librarian. It can only affect your librarian.
That's okay.
So I can suppress your psychics. Because in this 2nd edition, there's no shadow in the wall.
But no. And then I didn't realise how good Hellfire rounds were, so I'll be getting those next time.
Yeah, Jason's no Hellfire.
Well, I couldn't find my book, the reference sheet. I sort of been going...
Could have phoned me. And then I would have turned around and said, I can't find them.
Yeah, you were lucky too. So there's no point.
Yeah, they're nasty.
Yeah. And this would have been really nasty.
Yeah. 2s to wound, -2 save, D6 damage.
Yeah.
But then that was the throwback from Tyranid Attack, innit? When the scouts went into the inside.
Yeah, they had it in there.
They had it initially in there, didn't they?
Yeah.
I think that's where they first made an
I
appearance.
think it was actually, yeah.
That'd be good. That'd be quite good.
But that's for second edition. And
Jace sent me a link to an eBay auction, and it was buy now option. So I bought 2 Panzer ones for when we go back to the desert.
Yeah.
Lots of firepower. 12 shots each there.
Yeah, that's alright.
Armor value of 7,
That's alright.
and they can't be pinned by small arms.
That's alright.
Like my annoying bloody Hanamags.
That's alright.
Well, what have you got?
I've got another 25 pounder.
Beardy.
I also bought a Morrison armoured car. It's got 2 Vickers on it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's 10 shots.
No, be 8 shots.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, no, right, okay. Oh, your commandos get the extra shot,
Yeah.
don't they?
So that's another little armoured car, enclosed.
Oh, I've got to get a Rad 8. Do you reckon that site has...
No.
Yeah. Right, I'll have to check myself, won't I?
No.
Oh, like that, is
No,
it?
No, we honestly don't. I also got what was it? An A10, I think it is, cruiser tank. I think it's the 8. I think it's
Is that
the
open
10.
top?
No.
What's that?
It's basically right at the beginning of the war. It's got a hull-mounted LMG, or no, MMG, a 2-pounder gun in the turret, and a coaxial MMG,
Oh, yeah.
I think. But you can change the 2-pounder to a light howitzer. So I'm going to do that. Oh, and I bought Matilda too.
Derek,
So I thought I'd just get that.
do you think you got enough tanks?
No, because I was thinking about getting another one each of them.
Oh, wait, should we ever do tank war? Should we try that?
If you do early, it's going to be a long game.
Why?
Because I've only got, all my British tanks got 2 pounders on them.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be because I got better tanks than you in the early wars.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, because I got the Panzer III. I can still have a Panzer III in 1941.
In 41?
Yeah. It's 8, I think it's armor value 8 though, but it's still got a medium anti-tank gun. And you'll be armor value 8 as well.
Yeah, but I just took, hang on, what did they say?
I took an M15 42 and a 40 2 days ago, 25 and 20 shots. Yes, tank wars. There's an Italian tank I've got to get, and that's got like 20 shots on it.
No, yeah, I'm not telling you about that.
Well, I know about it, I've just got to get it. And paint the Italians.
Yeah, because I bought an M3 Stuart from Americans.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Yeah. Because it's got 2.
I want another.
And then one in the turret. And yeah, so it's got 3.
I want another Panzer III actually.
What's the Panzer II like?
Panzer II has just got the door knocker on it. It's armor value of 8, I think, with a like anti-tank gun, which is +4.
So that's pretty like.
It's a bit like the Hanomag with the door knocker.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah.
But it's just a tank. It's got a. Oh no, sorry. I think it's got an autocannon. It's the M15 Evening.
32.
So yeah, so yeah, I suppose it'd be interesting to go early, and we'll have to go kind of early when I get the Italians done.
I don't know if you've done it early, but if you go early, when you look at the tanks, early, I mean like 1940 to 1941,
yeah,
the tanks aren't that powerful.
No.
So they're not going to, in the game, they're not going to be like overriding the game.
Yeah, but that's where your anti-tank rifle can come into play.
Yeah.
Sorry, new channel name was Beyond. Oh, right, okay. Oh, there's I was thinking we had a new follower.
Yeah, I think if you went early, it'd be more. The tanks don't. I don't think the tank would take much more of a thing in it.
Be interesting. I'm dreading using the Italians because where our morale is, and they suffer -1.
I'm going to use the Americans.
Yeah, you're crazy.
No.
Well, will the Americans go against the Italians? Well, they must do because the Italians got.
Once they get to Italy, yeah.
No. I mean in the desert.
I don't think they did. I can't remember.
Well, the Italians sort of kicked out because the Germans were fighting they fought to the end of beginning of May 1943, but the Italians surrendered en masse before that, didn't they? I don't know.
Honestly,
Would the Americans have fought? Well, we can do it anyway. It doesn't matter. Well, historically, did the Americans fight the Italians? We need to do some research on this. I know the Americans got a right slapping from the Germans when they first turned up,
Oh yeah,
like big time.
yeah.
Yes, they did. Right, thank you.
Yeah.
So there we go. So I need to get. But the thing is, I want to Monte Cassino. Yeah, but that was in Italy, wasn't it? That was one of the big ones. Yeah, but wasn't that in Italy? That wasn't in Africa.
No, that was
That wasn't in the Western Desert.
Yeah, we went through.
We're thinking early Western Desert, like 19. Well, hang on. When did the Americans enter the war?
1940.
Americans entered in 1942, didn't they?
Yeah.
Well, they must have then, because there's the Italians restructured their army based on the Africa Corps.
Yeah, but the African
Because you
Corps
got the
was
AS-42 for the
African
Italians.
Corps. You fought against the Germans. No,
Yeah, they did. Civil War, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh, bless. Someone's tired.
Oh. Did the 8th. 42 they turned up. Germans, they fought Germans. I haven't seen anything about them fighting the thing, because when they fought the Germans, they were.
I know some Rangers and the First Army, Big Red One, were in Africa.
Ah.
So yeah, they must have.
I never really hear about it for them fighting the Italians. No. Because when they turned up, the Germans were basically almost falling back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were on the way out. So I thought the Italians were in front of them.
Well, we'll have to do some research on, won't it? But either way, we'll have a fight.
But I looked at the Bolt Action American book.
Yeah.
And it's got three or four armies in the back, all in the desert. Right. But the very last battle.
Yeah.
It's all irregular. All in.
The US fought the French.
Yes.
Why would the US have fought the French?
Because they were the ones that were basically one of the. You know, when France fell, you had they had two governments. You had the.
Right. Okay.
I can't remember which one it is, but the reason the Americans went against them because they thought they're more likely not to shoot the Americans there if we went against them, because they had to go into some of the land there. It's like, well, if it's a British, and they could better shoot us. Well, we're going to send the Americans, they're a bit more neutral and may not shoot the Americans.
Yeah, because the French don't like us.
Yeah. Those idiots. I think it's because we sunk some of their ships.
Probably.
We did. Just because they were.
The United States officially entered the war in December 1941 and began direct military assistance in North Africa on the 11th of May 1942. Yeah. So there's a chance then they could have fought against the AS-42 Italian.
Yeah. But yeah, in the back of the book, all first three armies, all the troops have to be inexperienced.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hang on, isn't there a Duel in the Sun?
Yes, we got the book.
Yeah, you got that, but I'm going to use the Italian forces from the Western Desert Campaign book, which would be the AS-42.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
Or or in the Duel in the Sun, wouldn't that be the early ones?
Yeah, that's what that's why I'm doing a 8 Army early edition Army list.
Right. Okay.
That's why I bought the Matilda and the other tank, because they were so at the beginning of the war, not.
So we could do early British against Italians.
Yeah.
So I would have to borrow your book just to read up the rules.
Which book?
The Duel in the Sun.
I thought you had it.
No.
Yeah.
I've only got the Western Desert.
Yeah.
I might have to get it. I might have to get the Italian soft underbelly as well.
Yeah.
But that would be against the Americans, wouldn't it, and the British?
Yeah.
Sicily and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Because the Army list I've got for 1940, the first two tanks are the Matilda and the I think it's A10. I might be completely wrong. Tank. But then if you go to 42, I can have 2 Churchills or 2 Valentines in it. But that's
the Italian tanks weren't that good. They're like your Matildas and stuff like that. I'm probably wrong because I haven't read them up properly yet. But they do get something called iron hull, which means the crew are quite, I think, confident or something. I'd have to read the rules properly. Because I've only just tickled on the Italians at the moment.
When they talk about the Matilda too, the Queen of the Desert, their armour was so thick, because it's armour 9.
Yeah.
And most of the guns being used again were only 2-pounders. It was
just bouncing off them.
Bouncing off them. Where the other tanks were slightly less armoured, you had more of an even
I like that Crusader tank that you have.
Yeah.
That's a fast tank. But then I told you on the phone that
Yeah, but the Matilda's slow.
yeah, but I knew when I first left school and started working with this builder, we ended up doing a fence with this guy, and he turned out to be a commander of a Matilda tank. He said they were like bloody ovens.
Yeah, it's just,
You're in the bloody desert, of course it would be.
yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's Matilda too, but when the Germans turned up, the Matildas only had 2 pounders on them.
Yeah, which would have bounced off
It was bouncing
the
off
pounds
the-
of threes.
Yeah,
Anyway.
and that's what was happening.
So I've got 2 boxes to make at least 60 Italians.
You'll need it.
Africa was where the Germans found the power of the 88 against tanks was the only thing that could take out Matilda to start with.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I've got
Well,
an
it is.
88, not mine. I fired, if you watch one of our battle reports, can't remember which one it is, I fired my 88, hit his Crusader, armor value of
8.
8, bearing in mind it's +7, and I rolled a 1, which is a fail. But we didn't know that back then, so we just assumed that was 8, so of course the glancing hit on his tank, and all I did was stunned it.
Yeah.
Gutted.
But
No, I
when
think I immobilised it.
You might have. I think-
Either way, I didn't do anything to it, and then he has mortared my 88. He has got
Sniping.
preliminary bombardment
Oh,
on
yeah,
it
yeah.
and took it out. It's just crap.
It's a bit like your Tiger.
Ooh.
It's isn't it? That would be funny. Your Tiger turns
My
up.
Tiger turns up and goes like that. Hello, I'd like a mortar, please. 1 to go.
Yeah, you do.
And you're like that. 6s to hit. There we go.
6 to hit.
Oh, 6s to damage. Oh, 6 on the penetration. Bloody brilliant. Italian Western Desert main rules are not much better, to be honest. Minus 1 leadership. No defense strategy, however, can forward deploy with any attack. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm dreading. Minus 1.
It'll be fun.
No, it won't, because half my stuff will just go down.
Yeah, but you can have loads of it.
Down.
It's going to be the same as maybe the Americans.
Yeah, true. I mean, at least I'll be regular. So I'll be forced to remove
Yeah, I
3s
won't
to
be.
win.
Mine's going to be all.
Right, yeah. But okay, you're inexperienced, so your leadership will be 8. I'm regular, but because of certain orders, I get -1, so I'll be 8 as well.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
We have to do normal British against Italians.
Yeah, my British will be, yeah. Yeah.
And the reason I'm getting the Matilda, the reason I'm getting the Panzer ones is because there's that mission where I outnumber you, sort of 2 to 1. Mensaberg, I can't remember what it is, but you basically got a mosque and a couple of buildings around there and a reservoir and all that sort of stuff. And I outnumber you, so if you got 500 points, I got 1,000. But it's early war stuff.
Early
So I can't have shirts and squads with 2 LMGs in it. I've got to have your normal hair infantry squads, light tanks. I don't even think I'm going to have Panzer 3s.
Good.
That's all.
It is, because that would be a nightmare.
Well, it won't be, will it? Because you can still have your 25 pounders.
Yeah,
You had them from the get-go.
Yeah, I know.
So the Russians get everything
That's good.
from the very start.
That's why I went and bought another one. So I've got 2 of them.
Beauty.
No, it's not.
Panzer 2 with the light autocannons. We were just talking about that before we went live, I think, or we just talked
Yeah.
about that. I'm not too sure.
Well, no, okay, that's not bad. And that's 2 blasts.
Yeah, but then I might as well field a Rad 8 or an 8 Rad. That's got an autocannon.
If it's own tops.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No, for 5 points more, it's enclosed. Its armor value is 7, and it can recce.
What's the armour?
7.
Yeah, but your Panther 2's probably on with 8, isn't it?
Yeah, but it can recce. Like the Gruber's little tank. So if we go to shoot it, it can bug out.
Yeah, but your other one can probably take the damage.
Not with the dice rolls you roll.
Well, not be funny.
I got ripped apart by a light autocannon the other day.
Yeah. But not be funny. If I got, say, a 2-pounder, I've got to roll a 6.
Well, what's a 2-pounder? Is that a medium or light?
Light.
So that's a +4 damage then.
Yeah.
Or 3 if you're long range.
Yeah.
That's only range 48.
Yeah.
An autocannon's 2 shots.
Yeah, but going against your
I want
tank,
that. I want that bloody.
it's not. Yeah, it's not a
Well, the
big
one
deal.
that's got 4 autocannons on it.
Yeah, I've got
The-
the British
the-
version.
Yeah, the what? It's
Yeah.
open top, but you just keep it right in the
Mine
line.
ain't.
Just in it. Why not?
This is British, we're not stupid.
Stupid British.
That is, I think it's two light autocannons and it's enclosed.
Thank you. That's the one I couldn't pronounce it. I want that. the basically, I'm going to translate that to whirlwind. It's a whirlwind. It's 8 shots. It's open top. That's the annoying thing. But I did well with that. 8 shots, yeah. But I think it's on a Panzer III chassis, so it's armor value 9.
Well, the British Armoured 8, it's on a Valentine's chassis, I think. But yeah, it's got 2 light autocannons.
Oh, it is whirlwind in German. What a thick bastard.
But on Panzer IV hull.
Yeah, that's still armor value 9.
That's better than mine. Mine is 8.
Could I have that in the desert then?
Or probably not.
Oh, hang on. No, there was a Panzer IV.
No,
Yes,
they weren't.
yes, it was.
They weren't.
You got the early Panzer
They
IV
weren't.
because it had the howitzer.
No, they weren't.
Yes, it was.
They weren't.
Yeah, it did.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, you had a Panzer IV. Yes, it did.
Prove it in the book.
I'll go and get it. I'll drive right home now and get it. Yeah, Panzer IV. It had like howitzer in
I
it.
bet you, when you look at the age, I bet it goes
1943. Oh, yeah.
That goes,
Hey, you're not allowed to use it.
No, I bet, yeah. Because that's like mine's 44, something like that.
Yeah, but there's another one you can get, but it's kind of based on, I think it can. Thank you.
Oh, what are you ever telling that for?
Because he likes me.
Oh, it's not fair.
Doesn't like you because you're always winning. No one likes a winner. But there's the one you can get, and it's got the 4
Yeah, back on
cannons.
a truck.
Yeah, I want that.
Yeah.
Or you can get one that's stationary, but then you'll just mortar the crap out of it anyway.
Yeah, of course it would.
Yeah, because I won't be able to move it either. It'll be
No.
too heavy.
But yeah, you can get one.
Yeah, I want to get. Oh, what's it called? It's a truck. It's a car. You can get 6 men in it. Haunch or something like that.
Oh,
You
right.
can get it open topped. Hi, kitchen. You can get open top, or it's enclosed. The model's enclosed. But I just love the fact you can put 6 Brandenburgers in there or whatever. Come out the side, outflank, jump out, just shoot some machine guns in you. Loads of drive-bys. I want a Kuba wagon as well. You can get a Kuba wagon, whole Kuba wagon unit as well with 360-degree fire arms with LMGs. Running late. Yeah, we were, mate.
Oh, yeah.
The Ulswin has a 40mm gun in it. Ooh. Yeah, we're running late, kitchen, because I had to shoot off get me door.
Medium weight.
Medium water cannon. What's a medium water cannon?
Probably better.
I've
than
already
light
seen
water
it,
cannon.
but obviously
Probably longer range.
more shots. Better plus.
No, I think it's longer range. Isn't it?
Water cannon's only got +2. So it must be +3.
Oh, my- it's not that. It's not, because I think
I've got COVID just to tickle.
the anti-tank, the anti-aircraft when I can take, you can either have a medium auto cannons or the light, and the light you get more in it, so you get it's shorter range, but you've got a bit more shots. I think it's cheap.
Here's one we can throw out for the audience. What do you think of the new Warlord box set, the Gentleman's War?
There's no gentlemen's with us.
Yeah, but it would have been a good set if I hadn't got everything. Got everything in that set. But I like the fact that the 222 is plastic now, so the resin.
I think I actually need more men.
You know?
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
No.
Yeah, because I worked out
No.
1,200 point army, right?
When did we suddenly go to 1,200 points?
Because when I wanted more tanks.
It's only because you want to field 2 platoons.
No.
Love the new Gentleman's War set. Yeah, I think it's a great little
Yeah.
set.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
If you haven't got any of the models and you can split it down, if we had just started, that would have been a great set to get.
Yeah. Yeah. It would.
But we went off and got our own army box sets anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, Jace found someone that does 30% off from Warlord stuff at the moment. What's it called? House of Hobbies.
That's it. Yeah.
House of Hobbies. Look at House of Hobbies and doing 30% off at the moment. I scrolled through all 28 pages. There's stuff there. If you're just starting up on that, it's great. There's a load of stuff like Opel Blitz and stuff for the Germans. There's
What about Americans?
I thought about getting a motorbike and sidecar.
Oh.
I was that close. Ah, damn it! We were too busy drooling about motorbike and sidecar.
There's like Gurkhas.
If you want some Gurkhas, I have a load of 3D printed heads and hands with. Oh.
Oh yeah, because you was all about that, weren't you? You were about Chindids.
Do you want any Gurkhas?
You was about doing
Chindids later.
Yeah.
Aussies.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, I got loads of those heads from the
G'day, mate.
Commonwealth box set.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, but you can have. I don't need them.
No. Yeah, but you could, because if you do Japanese, you can put one of those spikes.
No.
Did they do that?
I don't know. I don't care.
I'll tell you what, when we cleared out the house, my dad had 2 books, and I looked through it, and one is The Crimes of the Swastika, right? And Crimes of Bushido,
Yeah.
right? Saves you 50 quid buying the set from Warlord. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, oh my God, they had Chinese prisoners tied up, and they were using them as a rifle range.
Yeah.
And then if they survived, they practiced bayonet stabbing with them. And there's a picture, in one of the pictures, sorry, I was running nose. In one of the pictures, in the background, you see a Japanese warrior going in for the kill and all of that. Oh my God.
Oh God, there's a film, I don't know the name, but it's based on when the Japanese went into Singapore. When Singapore was, it's before, but it's because the Japanese invaded China before we got involved with them.
Right.
Didn't they? You basically got a river going through.
Are they watching it one side,
Yes.
and they're holding on to this building with the other one? It allows more options for new players to choose in, i.e. Europe, North Africa.
Yeah. It is a good boxer. But yeah, in that film,
yeah, they hold out for ages.
yeah, but at one point they're showing like the Japanese sergeant going through like the streets to where is the camp is, and you've actually got the prisoners lined up, and they're practicing bayonet shots on the thing.
Savage, man, savage. Yeah, but I've already seen a clip of that on Facebook, and they're just holding on to this building.
No, it's well.
Have you seen the film?
Yeah.
All right, is it on Netflix?
I think it might be actually. Yeah, it's really worth watching. I mean, it's one book where they've been held out, and they're trying to break in. So it's like they're almost like doing battering rams to break in, and they're using metal sheets over the top so they can.
That's on that building.
Yeah, so the Japanese can get in, and the Chinese guys are trying to shoot down. Of course, it's not doing nothing. And one guy just grabs loads of grenades, goes,
jumps out, doesn't he?
Just tell my parents I'm blah blah, and just jumps out. And then
yeah, and they're watching on the other side of the river.
Yeah, and all you see is these guys just jumping out.
Jumping out, massive, mad, isn't it?
Hell of a film.
I'm going to be honest with you, and I'll say this now. I don't think, when it comes to boat action, I will go down the Russian route. I've got no, and it's got nothing to do with them invading Ukraine. I've got no inclination or any to do with the Russian army or anything like that. I've never, even as a kid when I was getting me little. Do you remember those Airfix models? Do you remember? Did you ever play the Airfix toy soldiers?
No, not really.
Yeah, of course you did. You had the Africa Corps set. It's great. I had a Russian set. I never used it. I had Germans and all sorts. The Russians get everything. Yeah, I know, but I just can't be bothered with them. Because then we'd have to have. I just can't. I'd rather go down the Chindit or Burma or something like that.
Great sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you get Russians?
I haven't looked at their army to think about it. Only things I'm thinking is that I want weird vehicles.
Oh, well, then you got the Japanese, didn't you?
They didn't have that many.
Yeah, but the tanks they did have were weird.
Yeah, and they got some. Yeah, so I'd probably.
And you got Mr. Matey with a bloody 190 odd bamboo shoots running at you or whatever it was for 1,000 points. But you need a lot of troops. I got Army Starter set 56 infantry. Oh. Yeah, because you get a free squad as well, don't you?
Yeah. No, I thought about it, but
there's a channel. Can't remember what it's called. Over the Top Gaming, and they had. I think you've started watching them as well. They do long battle reports. You don't play Japanese with tanks.
No, because they've got like.
They got a couple.
Yeah, but because they're so bad, that's the appeal of it.
Yeah, yeah. But over the top gaming, I know you started watching it. They do like 2-hour-long battle reports. The boards are fantastic, and they're going through every mission to do with the Russians.
Oh, right, yeah.
So the Germans have to bridge cross a river and all sorts of stuff. And the boards are amazing, but I have to watch it in a couple of segments because they're so long. But they're hell of a good.
Yeah.
Hell of a good.
But no, I don't know. But yeah, I've ordered for the Americans of that thing. I've ordered another squad of troops, box of troops.
What, for the Americans?
Yeah. So
that would give 30 of them?
It's 36 in a box. Well, I needed, when I worked it out, that army list.
Oh, for the inexperienced?
Inexperienced, I needed the troops.
Really?
To fill 1,000 points, I needed I've basically filled up nearly all the troop sections, 6 units of troops, not that.
Right, okay.
I gave them 3 machine gun nests, or 3 machine gun teams,
Right,
because
okay.
they can have 3 instead of 1.
That's daft, because the Germans can only have 2.
The Americans are just, have another machine gun, have another machine. So there's 3 of those, a bazooka team, a mortar team. I haven't ordered those yet, but I've ordered the men. I've ordered the Hellcat for the future, for when I go to Europe.
Yeah.
I ended up doing that
The Americans got the M15 quad HMG half track, 12 shots.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Shut up.
Manchester. Yeah, I've seen that one. But I want the it's got the, I think it's a medium anti-tank gun on the top.
What, the Sherman?
No, it's not sure. It's basically half track. But they, you know, like your door knocker, you got them.
Yeah.
It's like that. They've got their version, and they use that quite early. And I thought it might be. I don't know how good it is in the game, but I don't care. I just want it. And
right, off the top of my head, for 1,000 points, if we're going men, the most you can field is 60 anywhere out of 1 platoon. So I'm going to have 60 Hare infantry. So that'd be 600 points. Hang on. Panzer III, 6, 7, 8. Lieutenant, 850. Machine gun, and mortar. Well, we'll have a spotter. That's 1,000 points off the top of my head.
Well, I think mine was like 3 machine gun nests. The Stuart, the early Stuart, the A, whatever it is, number 3, because it's got 2 whole mountain machine guns plus 1 in the turret.
So that's 15 shots.
Yeah, so I want that one.
In the desert, the half track with the front held off an entire German armoured advance, including Tigers. Get on!
Yeah.
That's a 75 mil though.
Yeah. The first time they took it, the first battle they had with it didn't do very good.
Yeah, but the Americans, when they met the Germans, got a pasting.
Yeah, the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah, then they did another little kick in. And then the third, when they actually did beat the Germans, they knew they were coming. They set them up.
Yeah, but why don't we play? So now I haven't got enough. Why don't we play like one of the games where it's fairly open? We do quite enclosed build. Because desert should be quite fairly open as well. Some of the battles. And there's one of the missions where I have the baseline with anti-tank weapons like 88s and stuff like that. And you have to punch your way through.
But they showed you they interviewed a veteran from the Second World War, and he was actually in those half trucks with the guns. And they said the first one, they were up on the mountainside. So when the Germans came down, they were shooting down.
Right.
And they went, we were hitting them. It was just going ping, ping, and they went. And then the Germans saw them and started shooting back. And they thought we had nowhere to go because they couldn't find their way. But they said the bloke was saying that a plane flew over, and they thought, shit, it's a German. But it wasn't. It was one of the Americans. And he said he tilted his wings in that, and they thought, oh, and they turned off. And actually, the pilot was posted over, follow me. There's a track, and that's how.
Right, that's how they got out of them.
Yeah, it was. They got the veteran way. Because we were shooting the hell out of them, and it was just pinging off them. And they said, yeah, you can believe it. It was just pinging off. These are supposed to be the anti-tank guns.
I think that's the problem I have with the Germans is I like rushing forward with everything, but I should stay at the optimal range. Like my Tiger, with the size of the battlefield, I should have to move it.
Yeah, no.
Because it's got a range of 72, so it's not going to suffer any long range shots if it's targeting anything at 36 inches.
Yeah.
But then what do? Drop a mortar on that bad boy for us?
Pretty much.
Yeah. But then again, like I said to you, I've cursed it because I've numbered it to the one of a Tiger that actually got taken out by a mortar hit, damaged the engine, it lived off the battlefield and then died.
But yeah,
so it's quite authentic.
I've got a few things on that side.
Oh.
I'll try to stop myself.
Yeah, you obviously failed. Tiger is an open map in the desert, should do really well. Yeah, well, that's what I mean. We don't do open games. I think we should.
Well, it's not supposed to be tank battles, are they? It's supposed to be just.
Yeah, but like I say, right, here we go. How different is the tank war rules to the rules in boat action? Can you take out a tank in a one, or can they take extra damage, or is there more detailed damage rolls? You know, because if you're getting all these tanks, then I'm going to have to get all these tanks.
I'm getting early war tanks.
It doesn't matter, does it? It's a tank war.
Yeah, but we're going up against a freaking Tiger. Pretty much. That's like going to a gunfight with a knife, isn't it? Oh, I got a knife, I got a gun. You do nothing.
Oh, you take infantry to help me taking the transport. I don't need the gun, John. I got a knife. Stick it in me belly.
Yeah. God. What do you think we use artillery for?
Take out tigers?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Because you
What's
bloody
that,
thing
tiger?
do.
Artillery.
Officer, yes. See that tiger? Yeah, I don't want to. Understood, sir. Bloody hell.
Yeah, pretty
Tank
much.
damage still the same. All right. Okay. So what's so different with tank wars then?
Just more tanks.
Is that it?
Probably, yeah.
Just get to field more tanks. Well, then surely you could just as well field the tank platoon in the Western Desert. Gives you 5 tanks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, but they're low-grade tanks. They're not.
Well, they're not, are they?
Yeah.
I could do heavy, which means I can have Panzer IVs. I can do medium, which are Panzer IIIs. Depends what I have in my HQ, and then I am allowed extra tanks.
I think nearly all might be Crusaders.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, a lot of money.
So,
Only got one.
yeah, but how different are the rules?
It'd be the same.
Is it worth us buying? How to use tanks as platoons? So, is it worth us buying Tank Wars rule set? There we go. We're asking you.
Yeah.
Is it worth us buying it? Because we're going to have to go in a minute and film this battle report. We're not doing boat action, even though all this talk's been boat action.
Yeah, with pictures about the platoon in some of the army books, there is tank platoons in there, isn't there? Armoured.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
In
So
the Western Desert,
commander,
there is
yeah,
one.
a command tank. Then you can have 2 normal tanks. Then you take almost a normal bolt action, or you can take some more tanks.
Yeah. And then any infantry you do have with it, you've got to be in transport.
Yeah, it goes
Which
about
makes
6
sense.
tanks.
I have it, but don't use it. All right, okay. It says a lot.
PDF for free or not? Oh,
You can probably get a PDF for free. All right, okay. That's worth it. Well, like open a book.
Yeah,
It's
might have
sad
to.
like that.
I've got 2.
But if I'm doing that, I would see the
And
thing
where would
is.
you want to do tank wars? Do you want to do it in Europe or do you want to do it in desert?
Oh, desert.
Desert.
Oh yeah, I want loads of Panzer III. Print it out. Good. What's the other about? Print out the PDF.
No. Why would you want to do the desert, not the not Europe?
Because I want loads of Panzer IIIs. And I can put Tigers in as well.
You put tigers in Europe.
Yeah, but my Tiger's painted for desert. That would mean you'd make me buy another Tiger and paint it for Europe.
No.
Well, if I'm not going to do that, because I want to get a Panther for Europe,
Why?
because it's a good tank.
Still endangered species.
I like Panthers. I like a Black Panther. I think a Black Panther's a lovely cat. Europe, early war, Blitzkrieg.
Yeah, we thought about that, but
We
it's
did
like,
think about that.
that's a
Yeah,
whole
but
new army, isn't it?
would that be, you'd have to field the BEF, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
British Expeditionary Force. But then there's a channel, what are they called? Tabletop something or another, and they've done loads of BEF games.
Yeah.
That's supposed to never stop this, is it?
No. But you've got all those early tanks. Like I say, a lot of the early tanks aren't really tank against tank.
Definitely, I've got to get another Panzer III. I want another Panzer III. I think you should try it. I have never seen it being played, but it intrigues me. Plus, not much tank war content out there. For tank wars, okay, sold.
Well, I've got another 2 Churchill we can paint up. Well, bought a box of 3, didn't I? It was just as cheap to buy then to buy one at the time.
I'm gonna have to go to that House of Hobbies, like tank.
No, honest to God, when I bought the box set of 3 Churchills, I wanted a Churchill anyway. And it's like, oh, buy a Churchill. And it was still, one Churchill was at full price still.
Right.
And when they had a sale on, it was like, oh, hang on, the single Churchill isn't for sale, but the platoon is for sale. So for actually 10 quid more, I can get 3 tanks instead of 1. So I went the 3 tanks for the Churchills and the 3 tanks for the Cromwells, and then I went the
There's a
Americans.
10% off voucher for Warlord Games websites at the moment. Yeah, but if you go to something called House of Hobbies, there's 30% off Warlord products.
Yeah.
Like
All of
loads, including New Kitchen. There's 30% off Napoleonics and all sorts. I'll be doing a tank battle, so I will use the Tank Wars book to see how it works.
Oh,
Yeah, cool. Save us some money. You do it, and we'll see if it's worth buying. In fact, if you're watching, everybody, Kitchen War Games has just posted his first battle of the Battle of the Bulge. So go and give him a like, Go and watch it, subscribe, because his battles are really good actually. They're fun.
Is
Fun
that
to
when?
watch.
Don't spoil it, but he shot his. You've seen all the like the pans, the one with a big artillery piece on the back. What usually does that.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the kitchen takes. And
know.
his rolling was like yours.
Oh yeah, he did about. Oh Christ! Yeah. I fell for you, mate. Your dice was dire.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought my dice rolls were bad, mate.
I thought, yeah, that's about right.
That was bad. That
Yeah.
was bad. Right, we better go because we've got a 40k battle to film. Thanks for the chats, guys. Appreciate it.
We'll see you later.
Oh, and one other thing. Thank you ever so much for all the subscribers because we've just gone over 1,500. Yeah, we're 1,507 last time I looked.
Oh, ideal.
Yeah, that's quite good. Don't forget, if we get 2,000, I'm going to crack a bottle of beer when we go live.
We're not playing pistol, are we?
No,
No.
I don't think so. Have a good battle. We will do,
Yeah, I
mate.
think so.
Right, so we're going to go. Thank you ever so much for chatting to us, and we'll speak to you next week. Cheers.
See you guys.